Hi, buddy. Welcome back to Nature Kids, and today we'll be doing History Grade 9 Second Term Test Question and Answers Part 4. So, now let's get started with the lesson because we have a bit to do. So, yeah. Explain why the arrival of Vasco da Gama in India in 1498 was a significant historical event. The arrival of Vasco da Gama in India in 1498 opened a new sea route between Europe and Asia. It marked the beginning of European trade and political influence in India and eventually led to the European colonization. Name the four major European nations that established their power in India: Portuguese, Dutch, English, also known as the British, and the French. What were the main objectives of the Europeans when they first arrived in India? To earn profits through trade, to spread Christianity, to establish trade centers, later to expand their political power. English more successful than the other European powers in India. The English adopted effective military and political strategies, took advantage of the lack of unity among Indian kingdoms, defeated rival European powers, and gradually expanded their political control throughout India. Explain how the political situation in India helped the Europeans establish their power. India lacked political unity because it consisted of many independent kingdoms. The absence of cooperation among these kingdoms allowed the Europeans to establish trading centers, forts, and later political control. Who was Alfonso de Albuquerque, and what were his major contributions? Alfonso de Albuquerque was the Portuguese viceroy in the East appointed in 1509. He captured Goa in 1510, made it the Portuguese headquarters in Asia, and established the Portuguese trade dominance in the Indian Ocean. Explain the role of the Dutch East India Company (VOC) in India. The Dutch East India Company (VOC), established in 1602, sent a powerful fleet to Asia, defeated the Portuguese in many spice-producing islands, and later established Dutch power in Gujarat, Bengal, Orissa, and Bihar. How did the English East India Company establish its power in India? The English East India Company obtained permission from Mughal Empire Jahangir to establish a trading post in Surat in 1613. Later, it expanded its influence to Ahmedabad, Agra, Madras, Bombay, and many other parts of India. How did the English acquire Bombay? Bombay became English territory when King Charles II of England married Prince Catherine of Portugal. Bombay was given to England as a part of her dowry. Compare the Portuguese, Dutch, English, and French activities in India. European nation, so major contribution. So we have European nation and major contribution, like I said before. So it's been divided into two. So in the European nation, first we have Portuguese, and major contribution was first Europeans to arrive in India, captured Goa, and controlled Indian Ocean trade. Dutch established the VOC, defeated the Portuguese, and expanded trade in several regions of India. The English established the British East India Company and gradually made India a British colony. The French established the French East India Company and built trading centers at Pondicherry, Karaikail, Chander, Chandernagore, and Surat. Dadabhai Naroji. Dadabhai Naroji was born in Mumbai in 1825 and was known as the Grand Old Man of India. Okay, that's kind of funny. Anyways, no disrespect for the dead. Anyway, he worked as a professor of mathematics at Elphinstone College and later went to England to explain India's political and economic problems. He was founding member and president of the Indian National Congress several times. Naroji believed that British economic policies made India poor and strongly supported India's economic development and self-government. Surendranath Banerjee. Surendranath Banerjee was born in 1848 in Calcutta. He became the first Indian to pass the Indian Civil Service examination, although he was later dismissed from the service. He devoted his life to fighting for the rights of India. He founded Ripon College and started the newspaper The Bengali and played a leading role in establishing nationalist organization. He later became president of the India National Congress and was an important moderate leader. Bal Gandhar Tilak. Bal Gandhar Tilak was born in 1856 in Maharashtra. He was a scholar, educationist, and one of the strongest leaders of the Indian independence movement. He founded the Deccan Education Society and published the newspaper Kesari and Maratha. Tilak encouraged Indians to fight for self-rule and declared, Swaraj, self-rule is my birthright. Although he supported strong protestations against British rule, he rejected violence and inspired millions of Indians. Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, born in 1869, became the greatest leader of India's independence movement. After studying law in England and working in South Africa, he returned to India in 1915 and introduced non-violent methods such as satyagraha, non-cooperation, civil disobedience, and peaceful marches. He promoted equality, unity between Hindus and Muslims, the use of locally made products, and simple living. His leadership united people of all religions and social classes, making him the father of the Indian nation. Abul Kalam Azad. Mullan Abul Kalam Azad was born in 1888 and became one of the leading Muslim leaders of the Indian independence movement. He founded the newspaper Al Hilal, promoted unity between Hindus and Muslims, and worked closely with Mahatma Gandhi. As a president of the Indian National Congress, he helped resolve internal disagreements and encouraged people to support the struggle for independence. His contribution was invaluable to India's freedom movement. Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru was born in 1889 in Allahabad after studying law in England. He joined the Indian National Congress and became one of the leading figures in independence movement. He worked closely with Mahatma Gandhi and later became the first Prime Minister of independent India. Nehru played a major role in building modern India and was also a respected author whose famous book, Glimpse of the World History, has been translated into many languages. So that's all for today, guys. Like and subscribe to my channel. Like I always say, it makes me happy. Anywho, I'll see you guys in the next video, which I'll be putting up soon. And until then, bye.